Hello and welcome to PlayStation Racer. My name is Richard Morgan and today we're going to be heading off for the last of the 3 races that were released in the 1.44 update. So this is the World Circuit race. We're going to be heading across to Asia and we are going to be picking up the high speed ring in Japan. Before we do that, I'm just going to go across and make sure that we are on the hard race difficulty, which we are, so that is all good. And then we're going to come across to the Schwarzwald League. We'll enter into that. And the cars that we're up against is the Carrera GT, the 911 GT3, the 911 GT1 and the Mercedes AMG. So some quick cars in there. It needs to be a German car of 700 pp or less. My chosen car for this one is the R8 Coupe V10 plus 16 that was released with the 1.4 release. It had to happen. So we went for the racing soft tyres. With regards to the settings, we've got the suspension is set to normal and the differential gear is also normal. Nothing changed anywhere there. The downforce is standard. I've got the fully customizable ECU set to 79, the ballast 0 and the power restrictor set to 80. That's just to bring the PP just under the 700. I did have a liveried car, but I couldn't use that because it did push the PP up a little bit too high. So this is a bulk standard car with these settings. I've got the transmission set to normal and also the nitrous overtake I do not have fitted. I've got the medium RPM turbo that I often like to run with. I haven't got the intercooler on this one. I've got the intake and it's all set to racing. The carbon brakes with racing brake pads, and I've got a brake controller set just in case we need it. I've got the racing clutch and flywheel. Otherwise, the engine tuning and the bodywork is all standard. I've tried to keep this car as standard as possible. So just my normal changes with the supercharger, the intake and exhaust, and the brakes and the drivetrain, the clutch and flywheel. That's about the only mods that I've done to this car, other than detuning it slightly to get under the magic 700 pp that we require. So let's get into the race and see how we do. This is the Schwarzwald League high speed ring reverse, 5 laps to go from last to first. Let's get into this one and see how we do. Okay, so I've got the traction control set to 1. I've got the brake balance in the middle. Otherwise, there's no fuel to worry about in this one. All we've got to do is just go for it. Relatively straightforward and easy. The hardest thing about this one is just getting your braking zones and getting this slowed down so you don't slide around too much through these corners, but also making sure that you carry enough speed through them. So I will talk you through my choices as we go through the race. For the moment, I'm just trying to get through some of these back markers. You can see just sliding a little bit there already. Just going to got the inside of the BMW there, using just a little bit of the curb. You can always pause and rewind the video to see exactly where I'm braking and accelerating for this one. But this is more about showing you just how easy this race is to do. Just going to go around the outside of the white car there. With this corner, we're just going to take this full beans, just be really, really brave. I'm just going to come underneath the orange Porsche, making sure that we don't actually get contact. Pick up a slipstream on the white one, and then just go around the outside. Remembering we've got 7 gears on this car. For this one, I'm going to be looking for that 100-meter board. Just bury the brake pedal, just trail brake into the corner just to balance the car up a little bit. Just leave it in 6th through there, and just going to come around the outside of the green car. I'm going to brake just before the 100-meter board here and hard on the brakes. Stay on the brakes into the corner, leave it in 5th, and just balance the throttle through there and balance the throttle through here. You can drop it down into 4th if you want to. The only trouble is, in 4th gear, if you're not on the black stuff, it can go round on you. For this one, just braking at the beginning of the green curb on the left-hand side there. Just 4th gear on the power as soon as we can. And then again through this corner, just be really, 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 really brave and just watch where you're turning. I start to turn in on around about the 50-meter board, up through the gears, just watch where the other cars are going, make a decision as to whether you can come underneath them. Remember, you've got 7 gears, you can change up as well. And then for this one, I'm braking around about the 100-meter board, or the beginning of the curb there, just slowing it down, managing the brake and the accelerator. Again, if you change down a gear much below 5th, the car is going to slide around. So 6th is quite nice through there. I just chose 5th just to slow it down ever so slightly, but that gets us into first place on lap number 3. At this point, we can just control the race, just calm it down a little bit. It's a very, very easy win in this car. The hardest bit about this race is just making sure that you don't overdo it into some of these corners. And at this stage now, we can just take it really, really easy and just bring this home in one piece. This corner, when you've got no traffic, is really, really nice. Just look out for that 50-meter board. Go up through the gears. At the 50-meter board, just start to come down onto the bottom of the corner here. Just follow this white line around. That's going to bring you out onto the straight. Let it drift out to the right hand side. Up into 7th gear around about halfway up the rev range. And for this one, again, we're looking for that 100-meter board, or the beginning of where the curb, there's like a grey bit of the track that opens out a little bit into there. Just got a bit of a slide, so just controlled that on that occasion. Again, just leaving it in 6th gear through there. 100-meter board on this one, hard on the brakes in a straight line, just trail brake as you come into this corner, just coming down into 5th on this occasion, and just let it run around this corner, just feathering the throttle as needed. Again, no real excitement. We're 9 seconds ahead of the best of the rest at this stage. Again, at the beginning of the yellow part of the Astro on the left hand side, just slowing it down. You can have a look and see my brake inputs. They're actually very, very little. I'm not really stamping on the brake pedals or the accelerator very much at all in this one. And again, when you get out in the front, it's just so easy just to run away. We're 11 seconds ahead at the moment. Plenty of other cars to use in this one. I did try the M2 competition. Brilliant car, especially with nitrous on. It absolutely ran away with this one. But for the video, I fancied using the car that was released in this particular release, and I was really, really surprised at the handling, the performance and the sound of this glorious R8 V10. And it really does handle nicely around here. Just coming down at the 4th on that occasion for that one. Don't go out too wide. You can see me just dancing on the pedals at the moment. Again, just the beginning of the green part on the left hand side there. This is the final lap, and we've almost lapped the car in front. That is how easy this is in this particular car to do this particular race. Super, super, super easy on the hard settings in this beautiful Audi R8. And we're going to come across the line to take a nice easy win. So that's first place, 18 seconds ahead of the second place Audi R8 V10, and 19 seconds ahead of the 911 behind. I didn't get a clean race bonus on that one. Really should have done. I probably didn't because I was talking. I probably caught a wall or a car or something, but there is absolutely no reason why you shouldn't get a clean race bonus in this particular race. Oh, I did get one. Okay, that's called me a liar. That just shows how easy it is to get the clean race bonus. So 97,500 credits. Thank you very much. So there we have it. The Schwarzwald race at the high-speed ring in Asia. The third of the 3 new races released in the update 1.44 that I've featured over the last 3 videos. This one I think was the easiest of the three, despite there being a 700 pp limit. In this particular car with that particular tuning, it just eats up the competition. Very, very balanced car, very easy to set it through the corners. Easy to carry a lot of speed through the corners using those higher gears. And really there isn't any reason why you shouldn't be able to get a clean race bonus and a very easy win with this car. It's absolutely beautiful. So I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new around here, please consider hitting the subscribe button. And if you're a current subscriber and you're back for more, thank you ever so much for continuing to support my channel. It is very, very, very much appreciated. For now, I will see you on another video coming very, very soon. What that will be, I don't know right now. Maybe it'll be one about how I go about learning tracks and to become quick around the tracks. All of the different steps I go through. So if you want to catch up with that one, please hit the bell button for notifications of when I release that video. In the meantime, I'll catch you again very soon. Take care. Bye bye.